What's going on, guys? Phantasm Mask here, bringing you a class review in Mass Effect 3. It dropped me right into the middle of this match, and today we're going to be looking at the Vorcha Hunter Engineer, one of the new classes released this week in multiplayer. And my experience with Vorcha classes thus far is that I don't really play them too much, but after experimenting a little bit with last weekend's challenge using the flame-based attacks, I got really deep into the Engineer, mostly the Sentinel Vorcha, and with this one being released, there's some good and there's a lot of bad. The good part is that you have an Engineer class which has the Vorcha Resilience, which is probably the best thing about the Vorcha. The rapid health regeneration really comes in handy on higher difficulties. But the bad part is the powers that BioWare gave this class really aren't that impressive. With this class, you get the Submission Net and Incinerate. And in Submission Net, while it does work well in some situations, overall it's not a power that you can just use whenever you want to. This is a great power for incapacitating things like Dragoons or Phantoms when fighting Cerberus, or maybe even Geth Pyros and Hunters if you're in a pinch. But other than that, it really does not help out that much. And with Incinerate, you are able to deal a lot of damage to unarmored targets, allowing them to be caught on fire and be stunned, essentially the same as Overload would do with Neural Shock. And it also deals a decent amount of damage to armor. But really, that's all there is to speak about this class. The only thing really good about it is, again, the Vorcha Resilience, and that's why I really like. That's probably the only thing I like about this class, is the fact that I can regenerate health, I can have a great melee fighting engineer, but other than that, there's not really that much to write home about with this class. In this match, I'm using a Cerberus Harrier with warp rounds and Omni Capacitors to increase tech damage and the recharge speed of these powers, because the Bloodlust power does slow down your power usage, so you do need something to counteract that ability, so that way you're able to use your tech powers a little bit more efficiently. And I think that's a major drawback, especially for an Engineer class. It's trying to discourage you from using the Bloodlust power, which is the highlight of the Vorcha race. I don't know what BioWare was thinking, but up until this point, I've been really pleased with the classes that were released in the Retaliation DLC, but this one seems like it's a dud. I do not really recommend using this class. There are better engineers out there. Of course, my favorite still being the Demolisher. I just love the whole supplying your team and massive amount of grenade usage. And I just cannot recommend this class to anybody really to play. A few matches that I played on Gold with this class really did not perform well, even with all of these nice boosts to power up to tech damage and ammo. This class just does not perform well on above Silver. I can't really recommend anything above that. I mean, if you really are the die-hard Vorcha user, I guess you would be suited for this class. But I don't really see how the Vorcha Hunter really contributes to the team effort in Mass Effect 3. Because that's what this game's all about, is teamwork. And I just don't see how this character could really contribute to the team unless you're fighting Cerberus, or that once in a while that you're able to successfully use Submission Net on an enemy. Which I've noticed is a bit of I've had a bit of difficulty using Submission Net. Enemies that move really fast are hard to hit with the net. So that does become a bit of a problem. All in all, this is not really that great of a class. I guess I'll just have to wait till next week to see what class they give us. Hopefully a brand new Drell. I think there's supposed to be a Drell coming out. But last week's Asari Valkyrie was... I think it was the Asari Valkyrie last week. I can't quite remember. The Asari Valkyrie is a great class, which I still need to do a review of. I want to play with it a little bit more before I can give it an accurate assessment. But before capturing this match and uploading this commentary, I played the Vorcha Hunter Engineer for around 10 matches, 5 gold, 5 silver, and I just cannot recommend this class to anybody who wants to play on gold or higher. This is definitely a silver bronze class. So with that being said, I want to thank all of the people on Reddit who made my last video, the N7 Valkyrie review, a big smash. Thank you guys a lot. You guys are awesome. And maybe leave a comment or anything you want to discuss about the Vorcha Hunter. I know that this might be a bit of a debate. I've had videos up on the ME Co-op subreddit before where people have gotten into a debate about my opinion and things like that. Even on the N7 Valkyrie review, which was so popular. Again, thank you guys for the popularity of that. I really do like contributing to the subreddit. It's definitely an underrated part of gaming, this multiplayer game. So, thank you guys for watching. Phantasm Mask here, signing out.